Hey, good morning. It's been a while. It's been crazy. We opened church back up, and I kind of got off track. I'm doing some of this stuff out on the deck, but I got it back out this morning, and I just wanted to share a little bit more about what God's just kind of sharing with me, and maybe it'll encourage you a little bit. And wanted to hear some thoughts from you guys, but we're in Ephesians 5 at church this week, and here Paul talks about. He says, "Therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children, and walk in love, as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us, a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God." And so he's talking about how to walk a little differently, how to be a little different in this culture. And so that'd be one question: is how are you walking differently than the world these days? But then I especially kind of struck and just kind of processing through and thinking on this verse 13 through 15 down here, and he says, "But when anything is exposed by the light, it becomes visible. For anything that becomes visible is light. Therefore it says, 'Awake, O sleeper, and arise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you.'" Then verse 15 says, "Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making the best use of the time, because the days are evil." And so this is a question I want to ask is, what's God teaching you in this moment? What are we learning? Because we know that all things happen for a purpose, and we may or may not understand that purpose, in this life, but and we know that for those that love God and are called according to his purpose, he works all things for good, and that good looks like helping us to become more and more like him. And so it's not always some kind of physical blessing that we get from everything, but God is working good in our lives. And so even in this moment, I wonder, what is God doing? So what blessings are there in your life? What is God teaching you in this moment? And I think for me, one of the things he's teaching is to try to slow down a bit and try to focus on the main thing. I can think so far out and get so far ahead of where I think we are, or get to thinking about where we need to be. And then I start pushing to where I want us to be, or where I think we should go. And sometimes it's where God wants us, but sometimes it's not. And so I heard a sermon a while back referenced the pace of grace. And that was part of my prayer time this morning, was that, God, would you help me to slow to your pace of grace? Help me to see people as you see people, and help me to just lead and love well in the moment that you have me in, not in the moment that I want to be in, but the moment that you have me to be in. So that's my prayer for you today, that you would do that. And we'll see how these sessions go, if I keep doing them in the mornings, if I can get back to it. But hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you soon.